Have you ever asked the question, why Jesus? Why do people bother following Jesus? Why do people trust in Jesus? Perhaps you've noticed others who claim to be Christians, and you think to yourself, well, why would they bother? In today's world, whenever we know so much and we have so much knowledge, why would we ever bother with somebody from a couple of thousand years ago? Well, the reason why I bother with Jesus is because no matter what has happened in my life, Jesus has always been able to cope with it. There's absolutely nothing that has cropped up that Jesus hasn't been able to deal with. So whenever it's been a problem with health, I've been able to trust in Jesus, and he has never left me, and he's always been by my side. Whenever it's been difficult decisions that need to be taken, Jesus is there to guide and to help me and to navigate through the difficulty. Whenever it's been any problem that I've had, Jesus has always been able to cope. But not just with the problems, also with the good times as well. Whenever there's been happiness and rejoicing, Jesus is there to give thanks to. And it's wonderful whenever things go well and things turn out right, to be able to say thank you to someone that you know is with you and will never leave you. Jesus is able to cope with any situation. In the Bible, we meet many people who have lived horrendous lives, and yet Jesus is able to deal with them. I think of Zacchaeus. We often just relegate Zacchaeus to the tiny little man who climbed a sycamore tree. But Zacchaeus lived a horrific life. He stole from people, he cheated people, he was a tax collector, but he took so much for himself that he made other people's lives a misery. Yet whenever he met Jesus, Jesus was able to deal with him. It's not that Jesus said, oh no, you've done too much, or you've spent too long, you're too old now to come to me. Jesus was able to deal with him. He was able to deal with the sin that Zacchaeus had committed. He was able to help Zacchaeus start over again. And the transformation was incredible. And Zacchaeus was able to go and start making restitution with all those that he'd cheated in the past, trying to give back the money that he'd stolen and start a new life with Jesus. And it's the same in my life as well. Whenever I sin, whenever I disappoint God, whenever I sin against others, Jesus is more than able to deal with whatever has happened. So why Jesus? Because I need him. And no matter what happens in my life, he is always there to help.